Jeremy Gray.
John Jerry. Spelled Jonjerrie. Last name is Gray, Gray.
Okay. You don't have a scheduled court date either, do you?
Today, mine is for today at 8:30.
John Jeremy. Oh, okay. I got you. I already had you checked in.
Oh yeah. But I was having a hard time hearing what was going on.
You were first. Now you just make yourself last. No, I'm just all right.
Morning, Your Honor. Good morning, sir. How you doing? Outstanding, sir. Good.
I got a whole lot of lawyers. This is my first time having this many lawyers in one day. Let me type Mr. Gray's information in.
Okay.
I get to hold it.
Good morning, Counselor. Oh, you're on for Mr. Garrett Gray?
Yes, I'm here.
No, did you have a lawyer? Did you retain a lawyer, or is that someone another Gray, Counselor?
I don't have a lawyer.
All right, Mr. Gray, you can mute yourself. I got you checked in. Counselor, Joseph Gibbons. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Find this is Fraser. She's
A busy morning.
it's not many people on the docket at all, so everybody just decided to show up. Very good. Yeah. All right. So let's start. Mr. Warbling Mr. Warbling, are you on the line yet? All right.
He's house.
Unless there's somebody else that's filling in for Mr. Okay, well, we're going to start off. I got an 810 area code. Somebody called in. Who might you be? There's Mr. Warbling. Who called in on the phone 810-852-1255? Then I got another call in, 311.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, who's that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay.
What's your name?
David Long? Sir?
Are you calling in on two devices?
No, sir.
Well, we got an echo. Somebody's, that's Deion Larkins. Deion Larkins, Mr. Larkins, please.
Yes.
Yeah, look for them.
Oh, mute your device, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Who's on the iPhone? Oh, wait. Mr. Officer Peoples is.
Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back with your name to be called. Please remain properly dressed at all times. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there's no driving while court is in session. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Mr. Gray, good morning, everyone. How this is gonna work is, we got your file. If there's an offer in the file, I will let you know what that offer is. We have Mr. Warbling on the line that's gonna serve as our house counsel today. Very skilled lawyer, so you guys are lucky to have him. You need to speak about that offer to the lawyer, then I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with him. And I'll definitely give him time to advocate on your behalf if he thinks he can something better. I have the city attorney here, and we'll let them hash things out. If not, I want to make sure everybody understands that they have a right to a trial. If they don't like the offer that's presented to them, we can set a trial date. Other than that, Mr. Gray, I said you were going to be first, so I'm going to just do that right quick. And then I'm going to take the lawyers that are on the line to get them out of here because they have other places to be, I'm sure.
All righty.
Mr. Gray, do you have a lawyer?
No, I don't.
All right, so somebody else has a lawyer that's signed in for Gray. Okay. But that must be Lynetta Gray.
Yeah, my mistake, Your Honor. It should say Gary.
Okay.
I typed that wrong.
Can we get John Jerry Gray? John Jerry Ed Gray?
Yeah, that's me.
Was that a phone you?
No, he should be on. He's on the docket.
No, the next one.
Unregistered. Let me ask you this, Mr. Gray. Do you have a license? I mean, a registration for your vehicle?
Not if they're talking about the van, because the van, I end up selling.
Listen, let me stop you. Let me stop you. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but when I asked that question to the people that are on the line, I just want to keep it real short. If you got some kind of excuse or you have some kind of defense, then I want you to take that up with Mr. Warbling, and we'll put you in a breakout room. Right now, it's just a simple yes or no question. I like to keep it very, very brief.
Yeah.
Do you have a registration now, sir?
No, the van is sold. I sold the van.
Let me ask you, do you have any vehicle now?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Do you have current registration for that vehicle?
Yes, I do.
This is the city of Detroit versus John Jerry Ed Gray, case number SB 11116421. Mr. Gray, I'm going to take your word for what you said. I only see one charge here of no registration. I'm going to dismiss the matter, and I'm going to waive the warrant fee.
Thank you.
But you're going to be responsible for the reinstatement fee.
All right. No problem. Not a problem.
$25, sir.
Thank you. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
If there's no further questions, sir, you have a very good day.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate you.
All right.
Have a good evening. Thank you.
You as well.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Counselor, which one is going to get the new court date?
I mean,
You got good, Nathan Good.
well,
Keep going, Frank.
I'm with Patrick 9 High. Do we have 3
This is Evan Callanan appearing on behalf of Nathan Good.
All right, let's get this Nathan Gray. Do we have him?
Yes.
Let's get him out of here. I don't see a Nathan Gray. What's your client's middle name?
Last name Good.
Oh, good, good. Okay.
Firearms.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said Nathan. But
I thought it was an add-on. I was.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus Nathan Michael Good, case number U50603419 and U50603519. Appearance for the record, please.
Evan Callanan, P30564 on behalf of Mr. Good.
Okay. You want a new date? Is that right, Counselor?
Yeah, this matter has identical charges in the Wayne County Circuit Court. We're waiting for trial.
Counselor, I don't mean to cut you off. I get the gist. What date? I have for a pretrial September 8th. Is that long enough?
You don't 90 days.
All right. What I have October 25th. Is that good enough for you, sir?
October 25th is great, Judge. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. There won't be. Well, we'll let you work it out. I already see I adjourned this once, but we'll give you time to work it out. That should be sufficient, though, right, Counselor?
I hope so, Judge.
All right. All right. If there's nothing further, Counselor, you have a very good day and good luck to your client.
Have a good day yourself.
Yeah.
So I will remember when it comes up, as a felony matter. Thank you, Your Honor.
Anybody else want an adjournment? Counselors, let's get the next counselor that was on the line. What's about Jason Malkowski?
Jason Malkowitz on behalf of Miss Garmany, Judge, April Garmany.
Garmany. I'm sorry about the messed up the last name, Mr. Malkowitz. Let's get Garmany. Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus April Lynn Garmany, case number S1178618. Let's see. Anything but a speeding ticket here. Okay, so Mrs. Garmany was set to take the defensive driving course. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jason Malkowitz on behalf of Miss Garmany. That is correct, Judge, and we provided proof of her attendance to the court of attending that class, Judge.
Okay, I have proof of her attending the class. Is she here?
She is not here, Judge. I can appear on her behalf.
All right. Well, one of the things we wanted to hear from Mrs. Garmany is what she learned from the class, but we have the city attorney here, and he's going to figure out an offer. Was there a preliminary offer?
Judge, it was going to be amended upon completion to, I believe, blockading.
11 to 15. Okay, we'll set that up now. We would have liked to hear from your client next time, counselor, but in this event, we're gonna offer that, we're gonna grant that offer, a preliminary offer of blockading upon completion of the class. I do have the certificate that that class was successfully completed. Will you on your client's behalf stipulate to the face of the ticket as a factual basis for probable cause matters?
So stipulated, Your Honor, and I do have authority to enter the plea of responsible.
Okay, based on that responsible plea, I'm going to amend it to a blocking traffic, $175. I think I may have told your client to have the money today. When can that be paid, sir?
It'll be paid today, Judge. She's got the money available. I just needed to hit the system.
Okay, very well. We'll get that in the system, and we'll just make sure he waits until that blocking traffic's in there so he doesn't pay the original fine. She doesn't pay the original fine. If there's nothing further, counselor, you have a very good day.
Have a good day, Your Honor. Thank you.
Very well. All right. What other lawyer, Mr. Goldman?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay. What's your client's name?
His name is Laurente Gary.
Okay. What are we going to do with Mr. Gary?
Well, Your Honor, I just got retained, so I don't know the preliminary offer.
Oh, well, you know the preliminary offer, I'm sure. Well, let's see if we're right by that. But if this is his first offense, what I'm looking at, then it's going to be disorderly conduct. And he's going to have to take let me get the Laurente Gary file. He's going to have to take a misdemeanor morality class and a HIV STD testing class. Is your client here?
He is, Your Honor. He's on the Zoom.
All right, so he hears me. Let me call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Laurente Gary, case number U5958471. Appearance for the record, please.
May it please the court, Ezra Goldman, P48965, on behalf of Mr. Gary.
Okay, let me see what's going on with Mr. Gary here. Counselor, would your client like to resolve these outstanding civil infractions as well?
He's on mute, but he's here. I'm sure if he has outstanding tickets, he knows that it's got to be taken care of.
All right. Well, they're in default. I have a speeding 11 and 15 over. And I have no proof of insurance. There was a failure to display that was closed out on 3/17/2021. So what we're going to do, he pled guilty to that. So what we're going to do is we're going to give him the typical offer. Since he took care of that, we're going to dismiss those. We're going to set aside the default in those other civil infractions. We had those at the same time. And
appreciate that, Aaron.
for some reason, I don't know why, we'll just close it out. They should have taken that, they should have, taken care of these on that day. He just,
You came to
yeah, he came to court and for some reason they didn't encompass these civil practice. Yeah, so
that's how it was.
it was one like that. I don't know why, but
Okay, I got you.
you see what I'm saying? That would have been the offer at that time anyway. Led to a failure to display, pay 240, close that case out. Okay, so we're gonna dismiss those matters. The SP 10647 I'll set aside defaults on those. I see that case, was supposed to go along with S 1069849-1. That's a operator's license, no ops, that was amended to a failure to display. That case was adjudicated on 3/3/2021. That case was closed out, meaning he paid 2 weeks later on 3/17/2021. And for some reason, these civil infractions got left by the wayside. So based on what the offer is today, the offer is going to be to a plea to the amended count of disorderly conduct, and the offer is going to be to take the misdemeanor morality class and the HIV STD testing class in order to get the matter closed. Another $240 fine. I will give you time. I'll give you some time to get up to speed if you want to, Counselor, by setting a pre-trial date, or I can set a trial date, or your client can take the offer, and I can give you an opportunity to speak with your client and break out if necessary. Let me know what you want to do.
Your Honor, if I could speak to my client briefly in the breakout room, I think we might be able to resolve it today. Mr. Gray, you're gonna be pronounced, you're gonna be, still thinking of joining that breakout room to speak with your attorney in there. And, we pass the matter to you guys get done. Who else is up? Who else has got, where's the other lawyer on here?
Right here, Your Honor. Gregory Sheena appearing on behalf of Mr. Gabriel. Emmanuel is the first name.
Okay. Date, time set for a formal hearing. Is that Police Officer Tucker on the line?
Yes, sir.
That's a probation officer, I believe, Your Honor.
That's Probation Officer Tucker?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what we're gonna do for Mr. Gabriel is we're gonna give the officer.
I'm here on behalf of for Willis Lowe.
Say that again?
I'm here for Willis Lowe. Willis Lowe?
Oh,
That's probation officer, right?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, we'll get you taken care of as well. Counselor Sheen, I don't know where the officer is. And what we're gonna do is give the officer an opportunity. I give a 30-minute grace period. It's gonna be on you to let me know when that 30 minutes expires from the time you were supposed to be here. I have a Emmanuel Gabriel with this is a failure to yield right away.
Yes, Your Honor. So the time that the proceeding was supposed to start was 8:30. So would you like me to notify you in about 8 minutes at 9 o'clock?
8:35, the count time the proceeding is listed on here, so 30 minutes from there, let me know.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Okay. We have a probation officer in the room. Let's see if we can get that matter taken care of. Is that probation officer Tucker?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have, good morning.
Good morning.
Tucker. Let's see here. Mr. Lowe Willis, is he on the line? I know he is, but I checked him in this morning. All right. So let's call this case, this is the city of versus Willis Tracy Lowe, case number U58762020. Appearance for the record, please.
Shantia Tucker on behalf of probation.
Good morning, Ms. Tucker. So I'm here, I see, well, I'll let you go ahead. Mr. Lowe, can you state your name for the record, please?
Willis Lowe.
Go ahead, Officer P.O. Tucker.
Willis Lowe, he was actually just assigned to probation last week on Monday, July 19th. So he was not unable to complete the STD testing or the morality class or the 20 hours of community service. I did contact him on Tuesday and spoke with him. So somehow it slid through the cracks and he was unable to, he wasn't assigned until last week. But he does know exactly what he is to do. So we're just asking that the matter be adjourned.
All right, how much time do you need, sir, to do that? I see you got the money paid.
Yes, sir, I did. That was the easy part.
How much time do you need to do that?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know how long it's supposed to take.
Oh, I'm gonna give you 30 days. August 25th. Come back. That should be enough time. We'll set it for a review on that date. That's 20 hours community service. I'm sure Officer Tucker will let you know where you can do those community service hours and the testing and the morality class. Am I correct in that saying that?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Then please try to get that done by then so we can close this out, sir. If you need some more time, we'll consider that on the 25th at 8:30 a.m. Anything further?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, anything further, Mr. Lowe?
No, I just feel like if I had a PO 3 months ago, all this stuff would have been done today, right? If everything
you didn't have it 3 months ago, sir. You're getting it now. When you get it done, zoom back in. We'll see if we can close it out.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right. Counselor. Okay. Mr. Sheena, are you back?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
What are you gonna do with your client, Mr. Gray?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was Mr. Gabriel. You told me to get you
Oh,
a
yes,
905.
okay. Who's got Mr. Gray? Is he back out of that breakout room?
That guy right there.
Oh, Goldman?
Yes, Your Honor. I have Mr. Gary.
Okay, Mr. Gary.
Yeah,
Well,
I made
you
that
know what I'm
mistake
talking
earlier.
about, Mr. Well, I'm sorry to mess your name up, Mr. Gary. Go ahead.
So, Your Honor, we talked about this and we're prepared to accept that offer.
All right. Is that the case, Mr. Gary?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Gary, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down, sir. Mr. Gary, you know you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes.
You know by taking this offer, you're gonna give that trial right up, you know that?
Correct.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what we stated in the record?
No.
Okay, and are you taking this on your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go to, let's draw your attention to February 4th, 2021 at around 11:52 p.m. in the area of Woodbine and McNichols. Did you have an occasion to run into the Detroit police on that day, sir?
Yes, sir.
And on that date, did you, offer someone, $60 to eat pussy?
What?
Yes.
Is that satisfied, Counselor?
Yes, it does, Your Honor.
I didn't know of a better way to say it to not. I didn't mean to embarrass you, Mr. Greg, but it is what it is, right? So, based on that, I'm gonna accept your plea to the admitted count of disorderly conduct. Mr. Gary, in order to get this matter closed out, you understand that you have to take a HIV, STD testing class and a misdemeanor morality class. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir, and you're gonna be fined $240. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Based on that, I'm gonna accept your plea to the amended count of disorderly conduct, and I'm gonna fine you $240. When can you pay, sir?
Give me a week.
Well, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's give you 30 days to take the required classes. I'm gonna have you contact probation. You have an ink pen on you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is 313.
All right.
965.
965.
344. Do you need me to put that in the chat for you, sir?
What was the last four again?
313-965-3414.
3414. Okay.
Okay. What we'll do is we're going to put in there August 25th, the review date.
Okay.
2021 at 8:30 a.m. Try to have that class complete and that testing done. You're going to contact probation later on today in order to get that done. I'm going to dismiss the other 2 civil infractions.
All right. Thank you.
And then we'll back on August 25th. If you have all that done, if you have that money paid by that date, we'll get this matter closed out under disorderly conduct, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything further?
No.
Nothing for me, Your Honor.
Very well. If it's nothing further, then have a great day.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. You as well.
All right. Who do we have next? Counselor? Oh, we were waiting on the dismissal, correct? Maybe we can get one more in by then. Let's see, is there another lawyer on the line? Side, Mr. Warbling, he can't be. All right, let's go to Lattimore. Corey.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is the City of Detroit versus Corey Lattimore, case number SP 115025001. Mr. Lattimore, you have one charge of operating no operator's license on person, sir.
Yes.
I don't see, wait a minute. Looks as though you had 3 other cases that went along with that case.
I paid those tickets.
I see that. So based on that, we're going to dismiss this matter.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
to dismiss this matter. I don't see that you had, based on the fact that you had 3 other civil infractions that went along with this case, we're going to dismiss this matter, and I don't see that you owe any reinstatement fees or anything of that nature. So if you don't have any further questions, sir, you're going to be free to leave.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay. We got, Officer Robert Johnson.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Very well. I think that we have, Mr. Sheena on the line, and I can put you in a breakout room with, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Goss.
Yes, sir.
I think he can hear me. And then I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Goss. And then when you're ready, I can put Mr. Sheena in a breakout room to see if you all can work this thing out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll just add you to the party, counselor. If they kick you out, then they want to discuss something, then you can just come on back out until they get finished up. Okay. Let's go with Mr. Sherrard Lewis.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hi, Judge. We did speak. The officer is good with the blockading traffic on that matter, Gabriel matter.
Okay. Is that all that Mr. Gabriel had?
That's all that he has, just a traffic ticket.
Your client here?
No, Your Honor, I'd request to waive his presence, and I do have the authority to enter a plea on his
We
behalf.
call the case first, Counselor. This is the City of Detroit versus Gabriel, case number SP 111-63841. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Gregory Sheena, P74815, on behalf of the respondent. Your Honor, I have taken the time to speak to the City of Detroit's police officer, and I believe we have reached a resolution whereby the original count would be dismissed and an added count of blockading traffic would be entered. I would stipulate to the ticket, the face of the ticket, for probable cause, Your Honor, and I do have authority to enter a plea of that blockading traffic.
Okay, and you're going to make a motion to allow your client, you to appear on your client's behalf, correct, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, motion is granted. I'll accept the responsible plea to blockading traffic. And you've already stipulated to the face of the ticket of probable cause.
I can check.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so based on that, I'm going to accept your client's responsible plea to blockading traffic. I'm going to fine your client $175. When can your client pay, Counselor?
Your Honor, can he have 2 weeks?
He's got a high-priced lawyer like yourself, and he needs 2 weeks.
A week will suffice. He has the money ready. I just want to make sure everything gets entered, and by the time my office contacts him, he lives in Arizona. So, yeah, so.
Let's say, what is today's date? Today is the 26th. I'll give him 2 weeks, Counselor, if you need it, but let me know.
Yes, Your Honor. It will be paid before that, but just so we don't have any hiccups on the way.
August 9th, 2021.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you, police officer.
Yes, sir. Have a good day. All right, John. All right, John. Have a good day.
You as well, officer. Be safe out there.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Lewis.
God, they took the offer that.
Hey, you get a whole 5 hours for that part.
I thought you were in there talking to him. Well, there was no offer in the file.
So what did they come with?
Blockading traffic.
Oh, that's also.
Officer was it was failure to yield.
Yeah, that's what the case.
But I thought you were in breakout room 2.
Oh yeah, I have a little 237.
Oh, okay. All right. So I got a Galaxy A21. Might as well get this stuff out of the way. What's your name with your hand raised in the Galaxy A21? Good morning to you.
David Long. Is that me?
Now you don't. I'm not talking to you, Mr. Long. I thought I had you.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, sir.
David Long, did we get this file? P.O. McCall. Good morning. Let's get her going because I know people are very. Let me get Mr. Lewis. I'll tell Mr. Lewis how to get him. Let's get him out of the way. Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus Sherrard Michael Lewis. Case number SP 109-49071. SX 3607281. And SX 5682721. All right, parents for the record, please. Oh, well, here it is, Mr. Warbling. I would, who's got all that noise in the background?
Joseph Gibbons.
Okay, Mr. Gibbons, please mute your phone. Why don't everybody mute themselves so I don't keep hearing that background noise? So, Mr. This is I don't have an offer for one of well, let's put it this way. I have one offer here, and that's for the driving while license expired. I do recognize that went along with that ticket were 2 civil infractions, and he paid both of those. And he got another ticket, which is a state ticket of improper license, and 2 civil infractions went along with that, and he paid both of those. So based on that, those 2 cases can be dismissed. But he has this open alcohol in a motor vehicle passenger that's a state charge. So I'm going to have to get the state prosecutor on the line so you can see if you can work out a deal and what they will do with that.
All right. Understood, Judge.
I don't know if they're going to ask him to plead straight up to that. And basically, but that would be, if they do, that would be the offer. That would be the offer, pleading straight up to open intox passenger and that would be a $240 fine. You know, he's gonna get 2 points on his license for that. He's already got 2 points on his license for paying that failure to stop ticket. So I want to see, I don't know, but I'm gonna let you deal with that when the state prosecutor comes on the line. So when that state prosecutor comes on the line, I'll put you in a breakout room. You can advocate on behalf of Mr. Lewis and see what you can work out. But until then, I'm gonna go to the next person. I'm gonna pass that matter. The Galaxy A21, you have your hand raised, but I tried to speak to you and you didn't say anything. What's your name?
Joseph Gibbons.
I have you, Mr. Gibbons.
Oh, okay.
They're still muted. I have a 810-852-1255 on the phone. Who is that?
Angela Lee.
Say that again, ma'am.
Angela Lee.
Okay. Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am. You want to do the next one? Just put it in the
You
state.
can put it up on top. Well, I'll see what she comes in. And then I have a 313-739-4687. Who might you be?
Where's Sean Little?
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
You been here before, Mr. Little? In front of me?
Yes.
And then I have a iPhone that I never did get to name. There's Mr. Gillen on the phone. All right, I have an iPhone that's yet to be named, and I asked you, okay, let's get Madam Prosecutor. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I have Sherrard Lewis. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr.
What number
Warbling.
do you have, sir?
And Mr. Warbling, are you thorough on what's going on with Mr. Lewis?
Yes, Judge. I looked at the city offer, and it, as has been stated, Your Honor, it's just the open alcohol passenger that's remaining for the state to address.
So he has a state matter, open alcohol in a motor vehicle. He has 2 other misdemeanors, but he's paid 4 civil infractions. So typically, Mr. Wolf, when they do that, they've signed themselves up for points on the civil infractions. At least he's got points on one of them because it was a road violation. Typically, we give him a break and we dismiss the other matters. So I don't know what you want to do with this open alcohol in a motor vehicle. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Warbling on Mr. Lewis's behalf. So I'm going to put you in a breakout room, join and see if we can work something out.
Right now.
Galaxy 21 is unmuted. I apologize.
That's the 821. Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Martin Langford.
Langford?
Pardon me?
Martin Langford?
Yes, sir.
I don't have you. I'll see him on here. Spell the last name for me.
Martin, Martin, Langford, Langford.
My court date was actually Friday, but I missed it. I was hoping you guys could see me today.
Put your phone on mute until we call your name, sir. All right.
Okay.
Next, Mr. Lewis is on. Waiting on. What about, okay, here we go. PO call?
Yes, Your Honor. I have Matthew Dusick.
Matthew Dusick. Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus Matthew Gregory Dusick, case number Z8049661.
Your Honor, I didn't get that.
Took care of it, already took care of it. Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes.
could you repeat the case number for me, please?
Okay, Z8059461, the city of Detroit versus Matthew Gregory Dusick.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Keto McCall, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael McCall on behalf of probation department. And Your Honor, Mr. Dusick was placed on probation on February 26, 2021 for 9 months. He was ordered to pay $1,005 in assessed fines and costs, complete 40 hours of community service, attend the victims impact panel, as well as the alcohol highway safety class, attend Alcohol Anonymous twice per week for 6 months, shall not use or consume any alcohol beverages, and failure to comply with these terms may result in jail time. Your Honor, Mr. Dusick last appeared by Zoom on June 21st, 2021. At that time, Mr. Dusick was instructed that he shall not consume any alcohol beverages, continue testing as directed, continue with his AA meetings, complete the alcohol highway safety class, remaining hours of community service, and $350 for advance until this review date.
Hold on a second.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who's that with the noise in the background? I'm sorry.
And at this time, Mr. Dusick has completed 13 of 40 hours of community service, so therefore he has 27 hours remaining. He does have a medical marijuana card that he has provided verification with the expiration date of December 8th, 2022. Regards to the Springs, Your Honor, he has been testing as directed. His last test was July 16th, which was negative, and he has provided proof of his AA meetings, and does have a $350 balance, which was an additional assessed fines and costs. And at that time, Your Honor, back in June 21st, you instructed Mr. Dusick that if he complies, that $350 will be deleted. So currently, he has 27 hours of community service remaining, and he has to complete the alcohol highway safety class.
All right, so I gave you an opportunity, Mr. Dusick, to put this behind you and get some money back, but it still seems that you haven't completed your obligations. What's going on?
Your Honor, we had, I run a lawn care company, and between all the rain and between work, I'm really backed up. And if I could get 30 more days, I could put all this behind me.
I need to see your face, Mr. Dusick.
See me now?
So between all the rain, so that tells me if you own a lawn care company, there's been a whole lot of rain. That means while it was raining, there was no work, correct?
That's correct.
So why couldn't you get the stuff done when it was raining?
Well, my basement flooded out, so we had to throw everything onto the curb, and we're just picking up the pieces. And if I could get 30 days, I could definitely have everything taken care of.
All right. How long has he been on probation?
He's been on, Your Honor, since February 26, 2021.
Oh, February 26, 2021?
Yes, that's
okay.
correct.
So he's got more than 9 months. He's got less. I mean, he hasn't been on for the 9 months that the state that was required in the beginning.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And if I'm correct, in 9 months from there would be sometime in November.
That's correct.
Okay. So, Mr. Guzik, what we'll do,
Excuse me, Your Honor, Dante Goss, on behalf of the people.
yes,
Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor. P60162 is my bar number. Your Honor, Mr. Guzik has had issues ever since he's been on probation. Prior to you, Judge Langston was going to send him to jail for 45 days, but not doing anything at all. So he's very slow to do anything, Your Honor. And I understand all the other issues that's coming up, but this is becoming a pattern with Mr. Guzik, because she was holding him. She said she was going to give him 45 days in jail. And it just so happened, you took over from her, you took her docket when he came back, Your Honor. So I have real concerns for Mr. Guzik. He's going to get it completed in 30 days because he said that's before.
is that correct, Mr. Guzik?
Yes, Judge Langston did send me to jail. I did 10 days in jail. And I have no excuse for anything, but I just need some more time and I can have everything wrapped up at the end of the month.
Well, you do have an excuse. You said that it was the rain.
Yes, sir. The rain has my business backed up. And not only that, my basement flooded out.
I'm not concerned about your business, sir. I'm concerned about the community service, your debt to society, sir. That you need to be concerned with, because what's going to happen if I send you to jail for the 45 days or the 35 days that Judge Langston said that you were going to get?
That would not be good, Your Honor.
So let's do this. And let's say this. This is the last time, Mr. Guzik. I've been in this position since what is that, May 24th? I've been in this position since May 24th. I haven't yet sent anybody to jail yet. You and there's another drunk driver that are very, very, very close to you being my first to send to jail. I would rather not do that. I would rather reserve it for somebody that really needs it, but you seem like you may need it. Especially the seriousness of this offense, drunk driving, and it would be can be chalked up as a one-time thing if you were doing your probation and taking it seriously as you should, but it doesn't seem like you are. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it seriously, all right?
Yes, sir.
Come back August 25th and come correct August 25th. And I'm talking about with everything. And if you're not correct, what I'll do is I'll let you put your excuse on the record, but you'll be going to jail, all right?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
In person. Have them come in person on the August.
Okay, yeah, that'll be an order as well. You're going to be ordered to come in person, so that way we don't have to come get you. We don't have to come send anybody out or wait on you to come and show up or anything like that. You'll just come in person. If you don't have your stuff done, then come ready to go to jail, and hopefully you'll have somebody to take care of your business while you're in there. All right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
All right. August 25th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. You're ordered to be in person on that day. And you do with that what you need to, Mr. Guzik. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Very well.
Have a wonderful day.
You as well. Always good to see you.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Whoa. You already know what that's gonna be.
I think she's done. Oh, this is Destiny.
Yeah, defensive driving, they got speed, 16 to 20 over, unless you wanna take the points.
All right, let's go. Now, Mrs. Wolf and Mr. Warbling, what's going on with Mr. Sherrod Lewis? You guys work something out?
Yes. The state is willing to dismiss the state charge.
Okay. Well, what do you want to do with the other two? I did say that
You already
we
said
would
that you're gonna
dismiss Mr. Lewis. I'm inclined to make you eat something. What do you got to say about that, Mr. Warbler?
With the remaining charge, Your Honor, remaining charges.
I made a, you know, what I did was I probably spoke a little bit too soon as far as Mr. Lewis is concerned. I did say that he paid, I see and I recognize that he paid, you know, all these civil infractions, and we routinely give people breaks on that. I didn't know Mrs. Wolf was going to be so generous in the offer that she presented. So convince me why I should not make him eat something.
Well, Your Honor, as you had mentioned, he did pay off some civil tickets where he did accumulate some points. So, are they just, because according to the docket sheet, Your Honor, I do see that the one that he's pleading, or the one that's being recommended failure to display. And then, I see another license improper. I don't know if that was up, or if that was what the court was willing to dismiss because of the resolution with the civils.
Well, Mr. Lewis is driving record. How are you out there on the road, Mr. Lewis?
I really.
Wait a minute. You went inaudible for a second. Go ahead.
I really haven't been driving in a few years.
Few years?
Few.
First of all, turn your video off. Maybe that's going to help with the audio portion of it, because you're breaking up.
Okay. Yes, I have been driving the past 5 years. I had got a job close to my house, so after my son been born, I just, transport him back and forth to his grandma's house, and that's about it. I don't do too much driving.
Okay,
so that's why I'm trying to pay all my tickets so I can get back to driving, earn a better job and stuff like that.
Yeah, that doesn't help you at all. That doesn't help you. You're telling me that I asked you what your driving record looked like. That's all I asked. You volunteered the extra information, that all you're doing is taking your son back and forth to your in-laws' house or their grandparents' house or that, and basically you're telling me that you keep driving.
Necessarily, I just did that probably twice within the last 2 weeks.
I can't hear you, sir.
Yeah.
I think you need to let your attorney speak if you're gonna say something.
Okay.
Based on what you just told me. All right, what we're gonna do with you, sir, is before we give you the offer that of getting these matters dismissed, you're gonna have to take a defensive driving course.
What do that mean?
That means you're gonna have to take a defensive driving course. I'm gonna put the name of the course in the chat. You're gonna have to take this defensive driving course, and you're going to have to come back, show us proof, and you're gonna have to give us some information on what you learned about the course. You know, and had I not spoke before I looked at before I knew that Ms. Wolf would come back with such a generous offer for you, I wouldn't have entertained. I wouldn't have told you what I told you. But based on that and the fact that you're really getting off scot-free, then we're going to require you to take the Michigan Defensive Driving Course. I'm putting the information in the chat for everyone so that if you have to take this course as well, you can have that documented down. I'm going to give you 30 days to complete the course. I want you back on August 25th at 8:30 a.m. I want you to have, I want you to be able to be prepared to give us some real discussion on what you learned from the course. If we can get that done successfully and you come with some real discussion, then we'll dismiss the matters like I said. But you're gonna have to put some kind of skin in the game, and with this kind of driving record and what you just stated on the record, I'll tell you this too. If you get caught driving again, then all bets are gonna be off. So the best thing for you to do is hand the keys over to somebody else or Uber or whatever kind of ride service they have and get it done, because if you get caught driving again, then all bets are going to be off. Mr. Warbling, do you have something to say on that?
Judge, I'm sorry you broke up.
Do you have something to say regarding that?
Nothing further this time, Your Honor.
All right, so let me finish the chat. Driving, please select the 36th district court option, court or Detroit option. Did you get that information in the chat, Mr. Lewis?
Let me see. Yes, I did.
All right. If you don't have any further questions, sir, you get this done before August 25th, and we'll pull your file and we can hear it then. But if not, you have until August 25th to complete the course.
Okay, thank you.
All right. If there's nothing further, sir, have a good day.
Okay.
All right. We'll mark that. If he gets caught driving again.
None, I guess. Judge, that was Sherrod Lewis.
Yes.
I don't think.
Did we call the case?
No, we didn't. I don't have a mark that's called the case number.
Mr. Lewis, you still there?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me call the case. This is Sherrard Michael Lewis, case numbers SP 109-49071, SX 36072861, and SX 5682721. Off the record, I've had some conversation with Mr. Lewis. Mr. Warbling was a surprise to the conversation. Mrs. Wolf, the state prosecutor, she was in, and the offer was to dismiss all the matters. We understand that Mr. Lewis has paid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 civil infractions. So he's trying to get things straight. He signed up for some points on at least one of those civil infractions. Based on that, I looked at his record, what else he has open, and I was inclined to dismiss the 2 city matters based on his payment of the state. I did mention that offer before. I heard the state was going to let Mr. Lewis go with this open alcohol in the motor vehicle passenger charge. I felt that, in all fairness to everybody else that comes in my courtroom, typically those open intox in a motor vehicle passenger or driver, for that matter, are not dismissed. So based on that, and trying to be fair to all parties and everybody that does come, I decided that I would amend what I said to have Mr. Lewis take a defensive driving course. And with that defensive driving course, I believe he's going to have to, and in order to get the offer, he's going to have to come with some spirited conversation about what he learned in that course. I gave Mr. Lewis until August 25th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to provide proof, and you're going to get some sort of certificate, sir. I want that to be emailed to me. Let's see, I'm going to put my email in the chat for everyone. If you need to send some documents over as far as your license or as far as your proof of insurance or proof of registration, if you had that type of case, then you can do that as well. That would expedite things. But I want that to be sent to me before you come back. And I did say too that if you have that class completed sooner than August 25th, then you can zoom in and we can get this matter closed out. If you come with that spirited debate or conversation about what you learned, then we will discuss the matters. You understand that, Mr. Lewis?
Yes, sir, I do.
Is there any further questions?
No, sir.
All right. If there's no further questions, then you're free to leave, sir. Have a good day, and I'll see you back soon.
All right, you too.
All right. Okay, let's call Mrs. So let's get Mrs. Granger on her way. I already know this is the city of Detroit versus Destiny Granger. Case number SP 1199885-1. Ms. Granger, good morning to you.
Morning, Judge.
And I met Mrs. Granger at the Fountain of Truth Christian Center out there on the east side on Chalmers, and I'm grateful for the bishop and his wife, Pastor Jones. They allowed me an opportunity to come to the church, and with our intentions here at Courtroom 434 is to try the best we can to bring the courtroom to the community. And that was my first opportunity in speaking with going out to the community and inviting everybody in to the courtroom to get their matters taken care of. And Mrs. Granger, I want to say you're the second person from the congregation that has taken me up on that offer. So based on your ticket, this typically, and it's a 16 to 20 over, which is a 4-point ticket. What I want you to do, well, this is up to you, is to take the Michigan Defensive Driving course as well. And I will say the same thing to you as I did to Mr. Lewis. If you take that course, I'm going to give you till August 25th to take that course, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. However, if you're able to complete that course and send me information and send me that through to my email, the certificate, and then be prepared to have some serious sort of information on what you learn and be able to present that to the court when you come back, then I will offer you a blocking traffic in this matter. And what that's going to do is that's going to change a 4-point offense to a 0-point offense. That's going to be non-abstractable offense, so the Secretary of State will never know about it. And I'm going to expect that you come back to court with the $175 payable on that day. So, ma'am, I do see that this was the only ticket that you got that day. I'm going to assume that you already have a driver's license, and based on that, and I'm going to assume that you have your registration and insurance, because I know Officer Robinson, and I know that if you didn't have that stuff, then he would definitely have ridden you for you, unless he just really had a lot of compassion for you on that day. But based on that, I think that's a fair resolution. What do you think, Mrs. Granger?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Anything to say on her behalf, Mr. Warbling?
Nothing at this time, Your Honor.
All right. So based on that, I'm going to allow you that time to do that and come back. Like I say, zoom in. If you send that information ahead of time, then I'll know I can have your file pulled and we can get this matter closed out. And you'll be on your way. Until then, though, Mrs. Granger, I will say thank you for zooming in. Thank you for taking this, taking the opportunity to resolve the matter and tell everybody over there at the Fountain of Truth Christian Center that I said hi.
Will do. Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Who else do we have here? Let's get Mrs. Diamond Owens. Are you there, Ms. Owens?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to you, ma'am. Okay. All right, well, you're gonna need to stay here. This is the City of Detroit versus Diamond Mercedes Owens. Case number 217248321. Appearance for the record, please, Mr. Ward.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Warbling, P64889 on behalf of Miss Owens.
All right, you see what's going on here, don't you, Mr. Warbling?
I do, Your Honor. So we're set for a pretrial. I do see the offer, Your Honor.
So that kind of puts me in a position, here you go. I'm gonna let my city attorney look at it. He's gonna know where I'm going with this, but, and the unfortunate part, well, let's see what happens before we speak on it.
Yes, Judge.
You're not the state.
I know that. That's why I let you see it.
Yeah, we're not the state, and this is the policy of our office. So, just let that do.
So, Ms. Owen,
Yes.
Ms. Owen, you heard me speak, about fairness, and I'm all about that. But unfortunately, this was written under the, city code instead of the state code. And the city attorney here, they have a policy in their office that based on the nature of this charge, they do not offer this, complete dismissals on this. The only thing they'll offer you is the amended count of, open intox passenger instead of open intox driver. Now, based on that information, and what you probably heard a little while ago with Mr. Lewis, it kind of ties this court's hands in that I recognize that he had a little bit different. He was open intox passenger, and so there was really nothing to amend that to, but I recognize that the nature of the charge is completely the same. What you can do, and I'll let you speak to Mr. Warbling on it, is that both of these matters are 2-point offenses. So it doesn't matter whether it's open intox driver or open intox passenger, it's still 2 points on your driver's license. I'm told that, and I can't verify this, and I don't know if Mr. Warbling can either, but I'm told that the insurance companies look at the open intox passenger a little bit more difficult. We do recognize in this court that it is, we're being charged astronomical rates on insurance, and that's sort of my mindset in the way I like to see the offers being had. But with my hands being tied, I can offer you a trial date, ma'am, and you can do better. I don't know if you can't really do much worse, but I can do that, and I can offer you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Warbling in a breakout room. Or you can take the open intox passenger, I'll fine you $240, and upon payment, we can close the matter off. So the choice is yours, ma'am. Mr. Warbling, you want to help her out?
I sure do, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to put you in a breakout room, ma'am, so people sort of guide you in. The decision is going to be yours, but you got a very, very good lawyer that can kind of guide you or help guide you in making that decision.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Let's go with, but did we get Nathan Good?
Morning, Judge. It's Attorney Jeff Perlman. I'm checking in for Dion Larkins, who's been here.
Okay, let's see. All right, let's do this. I got you, Counselor. I saw you on the screen, and before I said Mr. Good's name, I but since I said it, I'm going to. That's Nicole Goodwin, that's not me. I don't see your file, Mr. Good. Nathan Good. He's got these dog at large cases, Mr.
Yes.
All right, as soon as I get your file here, Mr. Cook, I'm gonna call your case. Let's call Larkins. See if we can dispose of this quickly. This is the state of Michigan versus. Well, it's not a state case. It's a city case. We need an oscillator.
Nói tới tên của mình chứ tự nhiên tưởng tao bấm mình ai ngại nghe.
Who's on your phone? Mrs. Lee?
Yes.
I don't want to hear your conversation, okay? You're supposed to be in court, you're not supposed to be talking. All right, let's call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Dion Taft Larkins, case number B10064316 and B10064416. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jeff Perlman on behalf of Mr. Larkins.
That's Mr. Good. Oh, Mr. Good should be gone. Okay. I didn't scratch that off. All right. So we don't have to worry about it. All right, Mr. Perlman, is your client here today?
Yeah. Pardon me, Your Honor?
Is your client here?
My client is here. He's been here.
All right, state your name for the record, sir.
Dion Larkins.
All right, good morning, Mr. Larkins. Thank you for your patience.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, I have a dog at large and a no dog license. Typically, with the no dog license case, they want you to get your dog license. That's the overriding thing that they're looking for. And of course, they want you to have your dog secured. So there's no offer in here, counselor. I don't know if your client got the dog license or not. That's going to require the dog to be vaccinated and the dog to be licensed. So he's going to have to expend some time and some money to do that if he hasn't done so already. If he hasn't done so, we'll give him an opportunity to do so. Or we can give you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Goss.
Well, Your Honor, it's my understanding that my client no longer has the dogs.
Well, then that poses a problem, right?
There you go. Yeah.
All right. Well,
This has been years ago.
Yeah. And it's been years ago, but.
It's been years ago. Years ago. Yeah. Well, I can do this. I can give you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Goss, and he can see if we can get him online.
Sure.
So I do see that it's been years ago, and like I said, that's what posed the problem. So I'm going to give your attorney, Mr. Larkins, an opportunity to speak with the city attorney and see if he can work something out. If not, we can set a trial date. It's been that long ago. I don't know if the officer will show up, or even if the officer does show up, I don't know if the officer will recollect what went on, or even whether the officer is even still with the department. But those will be some options your attorney will have an opportunity to speak with Mr. Goss about. So we'll pass this matter.
Your Honor, If I may I just request a trial date for right now?
You certainly can.
Okay.
I already texted him, so it's too late now. You can text him and let him know that he just went to the trial, so he doesn't need to zoom back in. September 8th
Alrighty.
at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Then, Mr. Larkins, your attorney will work things out on that date. All right?
Thank you.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Have a great day.
Thank you as well. Bye-bye.
I have Joseph Edward Gibbons. Is he there? Mr. Gibbons, can you unmute yourself, please?
Hello?
This is the city of Detroit versus Joseph Edward Gibbons, case number U23574-715. Let's see. Here. Mr. Gibbons, there's an offer in this file for you to plead straight up to the charge, and they will offer you a 6-month delayed sentence. I see your matter is pretty old too. If I offer you a 6-month delayed sentence, what I'll do is I'll fine you $240 if you don't get in any trouble within that 6 months. Then the case will be dismissed. Then you have a right to a trial, sir, and you definitely have a right to speak with the lawyer regarding this offer and to sort of help you guide you and help you make an informed decision on what you want to do. So, Mr. Gibbons, what would you like to do, sir?
So basically, if I plead guilty and I don't get in trouble for 6 months, this case is dismissed?
Yes. Or you have a right to a trial. Mr. Warbling, Mr. Gibbons just has this one count, and of course, I offer him a trial. He's had that. He can take that option, or he can plead to the 6-month delay. And what I'll do is if he pays today, we'll dismiss it immediately upon payment.
I just have a quick question.
Okay. Want to talk to your lawyer about it, or you want to talk to me?
You. I'm in the process of trying to get my license back. If I do the 6 months delayed sentencing, would I still be able to get my suspension lifted so I can pay it?
Well, if you pay this off today, I'm gonna dismiss the matter completely. It says 6-month delay, but I'll give you an opportunity to just get it dismissed immediately upon payment, and then you're gonna owe a reinstatement fee, so it'll total will come to $285. I don't know if you have anything else out there in other jurisdictions, but you'll be clear here in the 36th district. It seems like.
I had paid a lot of my suspensions off. I thousands of dollars. I mean, I'm running dry on money now, but within like 2 weeks, I can pay it off. I just got rent this week, and then my next week I can.
I understand. I'm gonna give you this till 6 months to pay it off. But what I routinely do on these matters is to give you an opportunity to close it out immediately upon payment. So you can pay it today, tomorrow. You can pay it within 6 months, but that's going to be on you. I'm not going to supervise payments, sir. So if you want to take the deal, you can take the deal. If you want to go to trial, you can go to trial.
No, I kind of want. I mean, like you said, it's an older matter, and I would like to just get it taken care of. So if I just come and pay in full the 285 within the 6 months, it'd be dismissed as long as I don't get in trouble.
Hold on 1 second, sir. Yeah, I'll tell her. Okay, so, yes, that answers your question. You'll have up to 6 months to pay it. $240 is all I'm concerned about, but you're concerned about your driver's license. I just said you're gonna have to pay the extra $45 before you can approach the Secretary of State and before you can be clear in the 36th district. So that's the offer today, sir.
Yeah, I'd like to take it.
Okay, can you raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. Gibbons, do you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give up that right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Lewis, you're gonna have to go back in your memory bank and see if you can recollect this incident. The offense date is 7/5/2015. That's July 5th, 2015, at around 9:30 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Warmer and West McNichols, sir. Did you have an occasion to come in contact with the Detroit police on that day?
Yes, sir.
And what did you do, sir?
They found a pipe in my brother's car and my side of the car.
And did they have any drugs in that, sir?
No.
Mr. Warbling, on this city code, narcotic and drug-related violations, 38-11-22, does that encompass drug paraphernalia, if you know?
I'm gonna have to look it up right now, Your Honor.
38-11-22.
Okay.
Let's see if Mr. Warbling comes up with it, because if it doesn't encompass drug paraphernalia, sir, I'm not going to be able to take that plea. I don't have an original ticket here. I can tell you that, Mr. Warbling. All I have is a ROA, so I don't have any basis, anything to let me know what occurred on that date or what allegedly occurred. And if Mr. Gibbons is admitting to it, then we'll be conclusive on what occurred, but we haven't gotten to that point yet.
Yeah, that's all I have as well, Your Honor. Let's see here. Because from looking up online, 31-9-22 is drug paraphernalia.
This is 38-11-22.
Right, let me see.
What are we gonna do? Okay, I'll let you finish that. Well, you can multitask. What are we gonna do with Miss Owens?
Miss Owens, Your Honor, is going to be she's requesting a bench trial.
Very well. Let's pass this matter. Let's recall the city of Detroit versus Diamond Mercedes Owens, case number 217-248-321. Ms. Owens, it's my understanding that you're requesting a bench trial today?
Yes.
All right. Trial date will be September 8th at 9 a.m. Ms. Holt.
Okay.
All right, if there's something that you need to help your council assist you on that day, then you need to bring that up to that. It is the state's burden or the city's burden, whoever, the city's burden to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt on that day, ma'am. And if there's no further questions, ma'am, I'll see you at September 8th at 9 a.m.
Okay, and is this in person?
No, it'll be by Zoom, ma'am.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
All right. Let's see if I can help you with looking up that code.
You still need me, John?
Oh, yes, you can help out now that you're here. We have Mr. Gibbons, who is already plead guilty to a narcotic and drug related violation. In order to accept that plea, we have to make a factual basis, and all I have here is an ROA. I'm not apprised of the face of the ticket, so I don't know what the allegations are. And Mr. Gibbons has already stated on the record that he had a crack pipe, and I don't know if that narcotic and drug related violations encompasses having drug paraphernalia. So that code is 3811-11-22. I used to have a,
You said
38-11-22. Used to have a program for those buildings.
I'm just going to muni code. I'm going to muni code.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know why it's not pulling up.
I don't.
All I have is 39-9-22. So, with that being said,
I think I did find it, Judge.
Can you read that?
It says 38-11-22, possession of drug paraphernalia prohibited. It shall be unlawful for any person to use or to possess with intent to use any drug paraphernalia for planting, propagating, cultivating, growing, harvesting, manufacturing, compounding, converting, producing, processing, preparing, testing, analyze, packaging, repackaging, storing, containing, concealing, injecting, ingesting, inhaling, or otherwise introducing into the human body a controlled substance.
Very well. I think that encompasses the plea that Mr. Gibbons was set to take. So we'll continue on with that. But I will state that that's why I like to see the original ticket, so I can see the actual allegation. But based on that, that does encompass what having a crack pipe. Now let me ask you further, Mr. Gibbons. You weren't that was not medically prescribed to you, was it? Was that? Yeah. So
No.
it doesn't matter.
Right, no medical reason. Okay.
Maybe need some new drugs out there that's doctor prescribed. I don't know. All right. So, Mr. Warling, are you satisfied with that there was probable cause?
Yes, Judge, I'm satisfied with the factual basis.
You're satisfied with the factual basis?
I am, Judge, based upon it, yes.
So based upon that, Mr. Gibbons, I'm gonna find you guilty of the as charged, and I'm gonna take that under a 6-month delay. I did say that I would close this matter out immediately upon payment of the $240 fine. And I did say that I was going to give you 6 months to pay that. Let's not even go there. Let's go to October 25th, 2021. Pay by. I would suggest that you get this closed out before that date, Mr. Gibbons, so you can proceed in getting your driver's license and getting this thing cleared out. I don't know, sir, if you have a problem or not. But if you come back in here with that again, it's not going to be the slap on the wrist.
Yes, no, I did have a problem. I've been clean out for 4 years, so.
Very good, sir. Congratulations to you, and good luck in staying that way. Let's get this matter closed out, pay that money. And then I'm just giving you a heads up about $45. That's not a part of this order here today. That's going to be something that you're going to have to take care of, though, before you go to the Secretary of State and ask for a license.
I understand.
All right. Let's go with Mr. Ray. All right, there's nothing further, sir. You're free to leave.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Let's go to Mr. Ray Sean Little.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Very well. How are you, sir? Thank you for your patience.
I'm all right. Thank you.
Let's see here. Okay. This is the City of Detroit versus Rayshawn Jamal Little, case numbers SP 1150163, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case numbers SP 1177098, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1177151, and SP 1188992, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Ray Sean Little.
Not yet. Okay, Mr. Little. All right, and Mr. Warbley.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Worthing on his behalf.
Okay, so I have basically an offer for only one of Mr. Little's cases. 1, 2, 3. because it seems as though he may have gotten these tickets, and these tickets hit the system after the other stuff was set out there. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7. All for that thing. And 15. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand this back to the city attorney, and he can look this over and see if he can get an offer that encompasses everything, because that doesn't encompass all of the charges. So I'd like to make this a one-stop shop for you, for everyone, so that you don't have to keep coming back.
Okay.
Let's pass this matter, and let's go to Mr. Gonzalez. Is Mr. Gonzalez on the line? Sir, you're gonna have to get up, sir. You're gonna have to sit up. No sleeping. Is Mr. Why do we have this file? Sergio.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Garibaldi Gonzalez.
Yes.
Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus Sergio Garibaldi Gonzalez. Case number is Z8081401. Appearance for the record, please.
Ben Worthing on his behalf.
Okay. I don't know why this SP 1190298 didn't show up. I do have a, okay, it's just under Gonzalez on the back. So, Mr. Is it Mr. Gonzalez, or is Garibaldi your middle name, or how is that supposed to be done, sir?
Sergio Garibaldi. Just Gonzalez is my second last name.
Okay, so that's why that other state matter, the other city matter didn't show up. It shows here, let's look that up. This is also case number, this is also City of Detroit versus Sergio Gonzalez, case number SP 1190298. So what I have here is I have two matters. I have a OUI city, operating while intoxicated city, and I have an open alcohol in a motor vehicle that is under just Sergio Gonzalez. And the hyphenated last name, they have your hyphenated last name as your middle name, Garbaldi as your middle name on here. So I don't see an offer in this file at all. So I'm gonna pass this matter over. Oh, I do see an offer. Well, I only see an offer on the one matter. Does this mean that you're gonna dismiss the open alcohol in the motor vehicle passenger?
Is it on the same day?
All right. This took place at least no, on 2/22. Let me go back, look at that. See here, the dates is, no, on two different dates,
Will be passenger.
so it's pleading straight up to both of them. Well, pleading, okay, so here's what I'm hearing is this is operating while intoxicated, first offense, city charge that the allegation was that the offense happened on February 22nd, 2020 at around 4 a.m. And then I have another open alcohol in a motor vehicle passenger that the offense was had on 5/2/2021 at around 10:46 p.m. What I believe I'm hearing from the city is that I see in the file that the offer would be to amend the operating while intoxicated to operating while visibly impaired, and then you would be pleading straight up to the open alcohol in a motor vehicle passenger. Sir, I will give you an opportunity to get yourself a lawyer if you need to on this matters, or you can speak with Mr. Warbling, who is serving as your lawyer today, to give you some sort of information and try to help you out on how to proceed. But these are very serious charges, sir, and
Okay.
I will give you those out. You can also accept the offer here. That's up to you. But I would suggest you sit down and you talk with Mr. Warbling, and then you come back in and you let me know how you want to proceed.
All right.
So I'm gonna give you a breakout room so you can talk that over. Mr. Warbling, are you apprised on everything?
Yes, I am, Judge.
Okay, very well. All right, so I see, but this is Lee and Angela Lee.
Yes,
Did I get that first name right?
yes.
All right. Let's see what you have.
Nine drawings, no license.
Okay, so essentially, Mrs. Lee, let's call the case here. This is the city of Detroit versus Angela Lee, case number 204579861. So, Mrs. Lee, there is you're charged with allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. You may want to speak to Mr. Warbling as well on this, but essentially, this case is a case that is almost, one of the better things to be charged with if you can be charged at all. And why I say that is because, if you wanted to just plead guilty to the matter and you said that, yeah, I did allow an unlicensed person to drive, then I would let you plead guilty to that straight up. It's got a 3-month delay in here, but what I would do is I would immediately dismiss this ticket upon payment. Even if this case wasn't dismissed, which a delayed sentence means that if you satisfy all the requirements, it will be. But even if it wasn't, this is a non-abstractable offense. It is a misdemeanor, but it's a non-abstractable offense, so it has nothing to do with it would have nothing to do with the Secretary of State. And you live, according to this, you live out of state anyway. So if you want to put up a defense to this, and you want to challenge the ticket, I'll give you a court date. You can get we can have I can give you a trial date. We can have the officer come in, but you really can't do any worse. So it's either pay the fine, get the case dismissed, or see if you can get here, come back and spend some time and come back on one other occasion and see if you can get the case dismissed. But the offer will be the same either way.
Yeah, I just want to pay for it because I need my driver's license back to try to work.
Okay, so you just want to plead guilty to the matter, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you raise your hand, Mrs. Lee? You don't want to speak to the lawyer?
No.
Okay. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, you can put your hand down, Ms. Lee. Ms. Lee, you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yeah.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to the trial?
Yeah.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated on the record?
Yeah.
No. Has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated on the record?
No.
Okay. Ms. Lee, let me draw your attention to May the 10th, 2020 at around 7:50 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Woodward and Lothrop. Ms. Lee, did you have, Ms. Lee, did you own a 2004 Toyota on that day?
Yes.
And on that day, did you allow somebody to drive that 2004 Toyota?
Yes.
And did that person not have a driver's license?
I don't know when. Yes.
Say that again, Mrs. Lee.
Yes.
That person did not have a driver's license on that day?
Yes.
And you knew that person didn't have a driver's license on that day, is that correct?
I don't know when they got pulled over. That's how I know.
Oh, so
She didn't ask. Did she ask that?
I don't know if that's part of the statute.
Just, they asked, she didn't know. She said she didn't know.
She said she didn't know. So not knowing, if you don't know, is that?
But it's a duty for her to, when she gives keys to someone, it's a duty to find out if the person has a license. You have that duty to ask.
Let me see. Are you going to have mute in this?
Good morning, everybody. Hey, Sonia, how are you? This is for a couple of days coming. I'll be on vacation this Wednesday, the next Wednesday. So I'm trying to get people together. Okay.
Okay, that's more than I'm gonna. Okay, so 46-3-1. Unless another penalty is provided for the chapter of the vehicle will be, which is incorporated by reference to this chapter. The person convicted of the vehicle violation of this chapter shall be punished. Let me just, give me a minute, Mrs. Lee.
Yes.
You said 46-3-1?
Yes.
That's just the submission view.
Yes, so it's 2257.1. Incorporates that. First position. You see it? So it says 2.257.1. Let's see if I can find that. In the CL. That just takes me to. All right. Let's see.
No person shall knowingly authorize or prevent or by control. You can find any person in violation of this. That's another MCL 257.326.
326, correct. So it is a requirement that you know. So that's why. So based on the statute, Ms. Lee, and what we were making sure of is in order to accept your plea, we have to make an accurate factual basis of what happened. And that's the thing about these allowing unlicensed persons to drive. One of the elements is that you have to know that the person you allowed to drive the car didn't have a license at the time you allowed that person to drive. So based on what you're telling me is that you didn't know that until the officer pulled that person over. And based on that, I can't accept your plea to the allowing an unlicensed person to drive. What I'll do, Mr. Warbling is here, so don't unmute yourself yet, Mr. Warbling. We have Mrs. Lee here, who has a charge of allowing an unlicensed person to drive. I appreciate the fact that she wants to take responsibility for it. However, when we were taking the factual basis for the plea, Ms. Lee indicated that she didn't have knowledge of the person that didn't have knowledge that the person did not have a driver's license. And we looked up the statute, and that's part of what the statute reads. Do you want to see if you can speak to Mrs. Lee and help her out? What I did say is I did say I would give her a trial date and we discussed this allowing an unlicensed driver to drive ticket sort of, I gave her the scenario, that I gave her the ramifications of it, which really, if she paid the matter off, there would be none. There would be no misdemeanor on her record. But taking the factual basis, we got hung up on that. So I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Warbling and allow him to speak with you to see if you can get this matter cleared up. And I did say I'd give her a trial date and the offer would still be open. The offer was a 3-month delay, but I would dismiss immediately upon payment. So she can't do any worse, but her need is to hurry up and get this thing expedited so that she can get a driver's license. So I'll let you two speak. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Mrs. Lee. Okay, Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes.
Mrs. Lee, you're not, did she assign herself to that room? How is she in our room still? She assigned herself to that room? Oh, I think she's on 2 devices. Mr. Gonzalez, what was the conversation? Just to give me the short story. What do you want to do?
I want to just take the deal of it's because there was two separate occasions that happened there.
Yes.
And that first one, I am guilty of all
Let
that.
me wait until Mr. Warbling comes back before I
Okay. All right, that's fine.
Just give me a better understanding.
Okay.
We have Mr. Lake and Mr. Long. Mr. Langford is somebody that has been here a long time as well. But Mr. Langford was somebody that was supposed to be here the other day. Let's go with Mr. I think all 3 of them were supposed to be somebody that was supposed to be here the other day. Right?
I think I really know.
Did you write it down? Okay. This court will zoom back to July 26th. Let's go with Mr. Long. And then Mr. Lake has state matters. Let me see what he's got. His file. Mr. Lake has got a lot of stuff going on. Let's go with Mr. Long. This is the city of Detroit versus David Patrick Long. Give me a minute, sir. Let me look up your name before you say anything. All right. This is case numbers, SP 11313885, counts 1 and counts 2. Mr. Long, we have your driving record pulled up. We have you here. You wanted a trial date on July the 23rd, 2021. And what happened on that day, sir? You missed it. You missed the bus. You're unmuted. You're muted. You're muted, sir.
Oh, can you hear me now? Sorry, sir.
I can hear you. So what happened to you on that date, sir? You were supposed to be here on.
I had a doctor visit mixed up with the my oncologist visit.
So you failed to appear, sir.
Oh my God.
And you missed out on a dismissal because if I remember correctly, that officer didn't show up.
Oh my God. Sorry, sir.
It's not about sorry. What do you want to do? Mr. Warbling, Mr. David Long had set a trial date for July 23rd, 2021. I know, if I recall, Mr. Long mentioning last time that he had some health challenges. I hope things are going well with that, sir. But
They're not.
he failed to appear on what was that, Friday. He missed a good opportunity to get these cases dismissed, but he showed up today. So,
And Judge, I know that Mr. Long, you know, from what I can gather, if that's the situation he's going through, that probably affected his thought process. So I'm asking the court to take that into consideration, and perhaps if we could reset these. I don't know. I haven't looked up what the nature of the charges are, Your Honor, but from just the conversation that's been going on.
insurance misdemeanor.
Okay.
And a driver license expired. His offer was to plead to failure to display and to plead to the other one which be dismissed. What I'll do, I'll take the matter under consideration, like you told me, was like you argued on his behalf. I will allow him to either take the plea today or we'll set one more trial date. Like I say, he missed the bus. He may get lucky again on the trial date, and the officer may not show again. But if I recall correctly, the officer did not show the other day. So I'll leave it up to your client on what he wants to do.
Mr. Long, you want another chance at coming back for a trial date?
Yes, please.
Thank you for that opportunity, Judge.
Based on your representation, Mr. Warbling, and based on what Mr. Long had represented to the court about having some health challenges, I do understand that when he spoke about his challenges last time, I won't let the world know about that, but I do understand that those are some difficult challenges, and I would say that I would accept his representation that he was either confused or forgot. So what I'll do is I'm going to set one last trial date in the matter for September 8th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Mr. Long, I think you're going to need to make sure that you have those things written down or you have a reminder on your phone or something.
Yes, sir.
That'll be by Zoom again, sir, but it won't be any more. There won't be any more delays again.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If there's no further questions, Mr. Long, then you have a very good day, and again, good luck with your situation.
It was 8 o'clock a.m., sir.
9 o'clock a.m., sir.
9 o'clock. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Very well. Have a great day.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, so I think Mrs. Lee's matter would be a little quicker to get disposed of. What are we going to do, Mr. Warbling, with Mrs. Lee?
Judge, she wants to come back for a bench trial before Your Honor.
All right, let's see if we can get her a trial sooner rather than later, because I do see that this matter is holding her license up. Madam Clerk, what's the soonest we can have Mrs. Lee back?
For the officers to be notified?
Yes.
3 weeks?
3 weeks. 3 weeks. So today is the 26th. If I say August the 16th, 2021 at 9 a.m., that's the soonest I can offer you that information, Mrs. Lee. Can you hear me, ma'am? You're fixing your hair. We're in court. Did she ever get out of the room? Because I know she's on 2 devices. You have to go in that room and tell her to come back out.
Okay, Judge, I'll do
She's
that.
on 2 devices.
Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am.
Oh, hi, good morning.
How can we help you?
Oh, I have this package here for you.
Oh, okay.
This is the.
Yeah, very well. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a good one.
You as well.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Pop.
I'm going 337 again.
337?
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Lee, are you back now? No, not yet. I'm gonna kick him out.
She's on 2.
She's on, something's up with her device. I kicked her out. Miss Lee, are you back? I closed the rooms up. What are we gonna do with Mr. Gonzalez?
Judge, Mr. Gonzalez, he wishes to waive his rights and plead to the amended charge and with the OWI city. However, he was asking for a bench trial with the open alcohol. Because at my understanding, those were 2 separate incidents.
Yeah, you're right. Mrs. Lee, are you back?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so you're back. Basically, your attorney says that you wish to avail yourself to a bench trial. I understand that you wanted to get this done sooner rather than later, so the soonest date I can get the officer notified and get you back in here would be August 16th, 2021 at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
That'll be by Zoom, ma'am. If there's no further questions, then you're free to leave, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. I'll see you August 16th.
Okay, thanks. Tại nãy nó hỏi mình trả không mà.
All right. All right. Let's go with Mr. Garibaldi Gonzalez. So, you want to separate these matters. That's what I'm understanding. So the OWI, we're back on the record with Mr. Garibaldi Gonzalez. The OWI was a case that is up to date. Let me make sure I'm correct in saying that. Yes, that was the case that was up to date. The other case was set and scheduled for arraignment on 8/11/2021. And why is this scheduled for arraignment at 8/11/2021 on Judge Larry Williams' docket? I don't understand that.
'It says transferred to Larry Williams.
8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021. 8/11/2021 Judge Williams. It was set for my docket.
I can call to find out.
Please do. if
Okay,
you would.
then.
So your client doesn't wish for some time to thoroughly look into this OWI matter? Mr. Warbling?
Judge, I did discuss, that he had those options and he could discuss it with a private attorney as well.
I would, I would definitely give him that time. I understand the seriousness of the offense. Pleading to the amended count is a 4-point offense. That's an automatic license suspension, but an automatic restricted license on your first offense, sir. So it'll be suspended, but it'll be automatically, you'll automatically be entered a restricted license for, I believe, 30 days. And then you'll have, once that restriction is up, you'll have your driving privileges back. You'll get this information in the mail upon your guilty plea being taken and it being sent to the Secretary of State. As for the charge itself, well, I do have a lab report in the file.
The only thing I can think of, Judge, they get an error. This isn't the clerk's entry, it's someone downstairs. And the clerk for the courtroom, she's not in today, it's a substitute clerk, so she wouldn't know anything about it.
Okay.
I just think I did it in error. I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be back in my courtroom again
Absolutely.
anyway. 811. So based on that, that's just what I see. I'm not even paying much attention to what, I'm not paying any attention to what the allegations are. And I'm sure you're not apprised of, and you don't have the allegations in front of you, but I did just briefly see that there was an auto accident, if I'm reading that correctly. But again, the offer is to plead to the amended count of visibly impaired. And if you want to take that deal, we can take that deal. You'll be sentenced to probation. You will be sentenced to some.
Your Honor,
yes.
Dante Boss, on behalf of the city of Detroit. Yeah. Your Honor, I just spoke to my supervisor. If Mr. Garibaldi Gonzalez. Garibaldi Gonzalez just pleads to the OWBI, you will dismiss the other copy.
Okay, so now we got an offer that encompasses everything, sir. And my apprehension is this, is that I realize that these charges are serious. They never leave your record, at least as it stands now. There is some talk in the Michigan legislature, and there was some talk about allowing people to expunge a first offense drunk driving, and that didn't go anywhere last year. I'm sure that's going to be brought back up to the table. You won't be probably eligible for that for quite some time. 15 years?
They talked 15 years.
Have they signed that legislation?
No,
or that was the talk?
That's what it's going through the process now.
So they're trying to get that through, and you won't be eligible for that for 15 years. But I do understand that, and I want you to know that the court will give you time to either go hire yourself a private lawyer or go try to find some more information on this offense. so that you can, so to defend, give you an opportunity to defend yourself. But today, the offer is that the offer will stay open if he takes a pretrial date to ponder his what his next move is, or give him time to hire a private lawyer. We just adjourn this to another pretrial? Yeah, if we adjourn it to another pretrial, sir, the offer will remain the same. But if you want to take it today, you can take it today. You let me know what you want to do. And you have a right to a trial on both these matters as well.
I'll take the trials.
You want to take a pre-trial date, sir? We'll set a pre-trial date. You'll be able to digest this. If you want to hire a private lawyer, I'm sure Mr. Warbling is available too. He knows what he's doing. I just want to make sure anybody that's taking something like this is really informed on what they're doing. And if there's any possible way there's a defense to this, then I'll give you an opportunity to raise that. So okay. I don't think it will hurt to take a pretrial date on this. So
okay, I'll do that.
All right, let's set another pretrial date for September the 8th, 2021. And what we'll do is we'll encompass both of the matters on that date. That date, that other date, we're going to work out why the other judge is assigned to the case. We'll have that worked out by then. It says right now that you are to appear in front of Judge Larry Williams on 8/11/2021 at 8:30 a.m. What are we going to do about that, Madam Clerk?
I'll just remove it from the calendar off their docket.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't have to worry about that 8/11 date, sir. You're going to have a little bit of time to ponder your next move, a little over a month, so that you can figure out what you want to do with these charges. But the offer will remain the same on that pretrial date, and then you'll let us know what you want to do.
All right, sir. That sounds good.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too.
All right. Let's go with Mr. Long. Oh, let's hear it. I got an offer from Mr. Rayshawn Little. You there, Mr. Little?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
All right, Mr. Little, we're back on the record, Mr. Rayshawn Jamal Little. The offer today is to plead to 3 and dismiss the rest. And that's plead to the amended counts of failure to display for the license tickets, for the driving while license suspended tickets, and an improper plate for the misdemeanor for one of the, let's see, for the no insurance ticket. I'll fine you $240 for each matter. That's going to be a total of $710 today. I will waive the warrant fees, and I will, you'll be responsible to pay any reinstatement fees, sir. And then based on a stipulation of probable cause, the rest of the matters will be dismissed. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 matters. You plead to 3 of them, and the other 7 will be dismissed. What would you like to do, Mr. Little? Or I can set a trial date for you in all the matters, and you can hash it out on trial date.
I'll tell you the trial.
Or you can speak to Mr. Warbling and get an understanding and get a better informed decision on what you're going to do.
I'll tell you the trial.
You want to go to trial on all of them?
Yeah.
All right. Trial date, September 8, 2021 at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Anything, sir?
Can't hear you.
Anything further?
I still couldn't hear you.
I said, did you get that date, September the 8th, 2021 at
Yes,
9 a.m.?
9 a.m. Yes, yes.
Do you have anything further?
No,
All right, if there's nothing further, then you have a great day, sir.
you too.
So I have a David C. Lake.
Yes, Your Honor.
You one of the lakes over there on the east side?
I'm a lake from the east side. Yes, I am, Your Honor.
And it's over there in the Mac area?
No, really from the 7 Mile area.
Oh, I wonder, are you related to like a lake? Yeah, lake.
Yeah, it's not that many people with that last name. So yes, we are basically related.
Okay. I was good friends with one of the lakes, and he passed away.
What was his name? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah. What you call it? Lake. My memory just messed me up now. What was Lake's first name? I'll come to me. I should know it right offhand because he was a very good guy and we had a good relationship. But I guess my old age and probably is setting in and showing itself. Gregory.
Yes, that's yes, that was an uncle.
That was one of your uncles?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think they did have somebody that had that his uncles was very close in age to him. All right, so let's move on to. Then he had there's a lot of them over there. A whole lot of lakes. I think they got about 9 brothers and sisters.
Yes, it's a lot of them.
And one of the young ladies passed away here last year or 2 years ago or something.
Yes, between Saginaw, Michigan, and all the way back to Detroit, it's a whole lot of them.
All right. So let's see what you have today. And you're David C. Lake?
Yes, sir.
Do we have this file? I don't see where you have anything, sir.
Excuse me, Your Honor?
I don't see where you have anything. Did you just come to church because you wanted to be entertained today?
No, sir. I definitely didn't.
All right.
I was I had a court date set for Wednesday the 24th, Wednesday the 21st. I missed that based on the surgery I had.
And it's Lake, L-A-K-E, Dave, right?
Dave, D-A-V-E, Conrad.
Oh, Dave, D-A-V-E.
Yeah, Dave, D-A-V-E.
Oh, that's why I don't see anything. Now, Dave Conrad Lake. I just assumed that it was David.
No, Dave, D-A-V-E.
Let's call the case, this is the City of Detroit versus Dave Conrad Lake, case number SE 4763751. And let's call the case SP 461171. And let's call the case of Dave Conrad Lake 0536219. All right, let's call the case of 154313251 and 1831411, 6 counts 1, 2, and 3. All right, appearances for the record, please.
And we're going to have Mr. Lake, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lake, I see here you accumulated a lot of stuff here, and the one that's gonna be the one that's kind of most damaging to you, or the most egregious, is the reckless driving.
Yes, Your Honor, the reckless driving, I would love to.
Let me stop you. Before you start to offer any information on that.
No, I want a trial date for that.
You say you want a trial date on that one, huh?
Yes, because that was a bogus. That was bogus. I want a trial date for that.
You talk to Mr. Warbling about that, all right?
Yes, sir. Excuse me, Your Honor, I got one question. That charge was around 2008, right? January 2008.
Yes.
Yeah, I want a trial date for that. I definitely want a trial date for that.
If you get a trial date for that, you're gonna get a trial date for all of it, Mr.
I don't need no trial date for all of it. Okay, Your Honor. I mean, that was a bogus charge just to be pulled over. And I'm one of the type of individuals, I'll agree to anything I done wrong. If I done it wrong, I done it wrong. I really wouldn't want to waste the court time.
I got it right here. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I got it right here. This is not a confessional necessarily, Mr. Lake.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
a court of law, and I appreciate you saying that you're going to take responsibility for whatever you did wrong, but you know, Mr. Warbling knows how that goes. They got to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and unfortunately, I can't just dismiss the reckless driving ticket. I don't think, Mr. Warbling, because there was a memorandum of understanding, and I think that encompassed. I understand that the memorandum of understanding with the city said that any matter over 7 years will be dismissed, but that would not include the reckless driving or a drunk driving ticket, if I'm not mistaken. You also have some older matters in that the most recent matter you have is 2018, and then the other matters go back to 2016 and 2015. So I have a offer here, but it doesn't encompass the reckless driving and some of the other matters that are open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 matters that are open, and this offer only encompasses 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So I can have you wait to get another offer from the city attorney that encompasses everything, or we can set it off for a trial date and hash it out on that day.
I can actually wait and see what the city attorney will offer.
Okay.
If the court don't mind, and I'll be able to go from there.
Not at all. That's the offer.
Basically, I'm just trying to clear all this stuff. This stuff been so long, and
All right. He's at another courtroom, so what I did was I called him back to this courtroom to see when he can give you an updated offer. We'll wait on him to show up. We'll give him an updated offer. You'll find it out. Here he is now. We'll get you an updated offer, and you can ponder that and decide what to do moving forward. And I can also give you an opportunity to speak with the city attorney. Yes, Your Honor.
yes, Your Honor.
He's got some that doesn't encompass. He has one. The rest of our state offers. They state that. No, One of them, I know it's not a state aid. Does the reckless driving encompass under the, does that exclude from the new round's understanding of having a late?
Where's the reckless driving?
Print an ROA out for you. He's got 7 matters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you only have 4 of those matters that comes on that off. I can print ROA out for the other matters that you don't have.
Right, yeah. There's no reckless driver right here.
All right, let's see. So you have SP 4763751. No.
Hold on.
SP 4763751.
No, I don't see that one.
All right, I'm gonna print that one out. That's a 2015 matter. That's a city matter. You got SP 5461171.
5461171.
71.
No, I have 117.
This is a city matter. And that's a 2016 matter.
So yeah, what's in the bottom?
And then you have, this is the reckless driving 05362219. And you have 1543132251.
No. Yeah.
Well, you had 4 of them, so what is the 4 that you have? Because I got the 18314116 counts 1, 2, and 3. I saw those on the office.
Then I have 15431325.
That's what the, okay, you got those. So you have all, so with this, you'll have all of them.
Yeah, but reckless driving, is that civil? Or is it misdemeanor for reckless driving?
Misdemeanor is always misdemeanor, reckless
Oh,
driving.
careless is.
Careless is civil.
Okay.
Reckless driving is a 6-point offense. It's a mandatory hard suspension of 90 days on your driving record. I can even fine you up to $500. I can send you to jail for 93 days. Can I, Mr. Warland?
Yes, you can, Judge.
Look at that, look, Mr. Lake looked at it like, what? That's what I can do, sir. All right. Is Mrs. Nicole Goodman on the line? Who is Mrs. Lillian O?
She's here for a review. She's the second from the bottom on 835.
Mrs. Lillian Ocampo.
Liliana Ocampo.
Liliana, good afternoon. Thank you for your patience. We need
Not
to
a
get
problem.
a probation officer in here for Mrs. Ocampo. Liliana? Okay. Your Honor. All right, well, Mrs. Ocampo hasn't satisfied right now the payment. So I can see this matter's gonna go a little longer. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Liliana Ocampo, case number Z80-67501. Mrs. Ocampo, I see you were placed on probation on 3/19/2021.
Yes.
You were required to pay Officer Bradfield is an officer. Here. 12-month probation, random drug tests, no unprescribed drugs, no alcohol, attend AA 3 times weekly for 2 months, outpatient treatment until released by therapist. Assessment fee waived, 3-month review by June 18th. Failure to comply will result in jail time. I don't see the alcohol safety class or the victim's impact class. I'm
Yes,
gonna give-
my probation officer was gonna send it to me. He did send it the first time, and then because I didn't have a phone, he was gonna resend it to me, and he never did. And I had lost the papers the first time he mailed them to me.
Well, you just said 2 different things, Mrs. Ocampo. You didn't allow me to get finished saying what I'm saying before you wanted to, because you just told me that you never got it. Then you said that you lost it when he sent it to me.
He sent it the first time when I went to court. He sent it
Very
to
well.
me.
Okay, so he sent it to you.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, you must have told that. You want to talk? Go ahead.
I was just trying to explain what happened.
You want to talk? Go ahead, talk.
Go right ahead.
What about the 3 times? What about the AA classes, man? Have you taken those?
I couldn't hear you.
What about the AA classes? Have you taken those?
No, sir.
No. I won't even ask what your excuse on that is.
I've been dealing with some situations
Oh,
right now.
I can see you're gonna ride this whole 12 months out, and you're gonna have me potentially send you to jail and have jail hanging over your head, because I already see here, ma'am, that if you don't comply, then Judge Langston, which he now has told you already that they're gonna send you to jail for non-compliance. Do you recall that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna let Mr. Warbling do his job before you talk, because I don't think you need to be saying anymore. And I'm gonna wait until the probation officer gets on the line, and till that probation officer gets on the line to see what he says is going on.
Okay.
Oh, let's go back to Mr. Dave Lake. Back on the record. So I now have a amended offer, and I guess either I was wrong in that they weren't going to dismiss the reckless driving, or he was just being very generous. But the offer now is to plead to 3 counts of failure to display. I will fine you $240 per count. By my calculation, that's going to be a total of $720. And the West, with the stipulation of probable cause, will be dismissed.
Excellent, Your Honor.
Is that what you'd like to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Can you raise your right hand, please, Mr. Lake? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down, sir. You understand, Mr. Lake, you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes, I do.
And you understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes, I do.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No, they haven't.
And are you doing this on your own free will?
Yes, I am.
All right. Mr. Lake, let me do this. Let me draw your attention first to, this matter was in the file.
What matter?
The one ticket, the one of them, it looks like all of them are in here, but it doesn't matter.
Those were state matters.
No, 5.68
That's
state.
That's state.
Well, we got a lot on it.
Yeah, because somehow it came up as city, but they, whatever.
All right, so let me draw your attention to way back to March the 1st, 2016 at around 3:14 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Grand River Avenue and Times Square. Mr. Lake, do you recall being pulled over on that day by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And on that date, were you asked to provide a driver's license, a valid driver's license?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you couldn't do so, could you?
No, sir.
And why is that, sir?
I didn't have, my driver's license was suspended at the time, I believe.
Very well. This is, I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display, fine you 240 in that matter. Let me draw your attention to back further to November 29th, 2015 at around 1:40 a.m. in the city of Detroit.
Yes.
Area of 2nd Avenue and did you have an occasion to be pulled over by the same police officer on that date, sir?
Yes, sir.
And on that date, were you asked to provide a valid driver's license?
Yes, sir.
Then you couldn't do so, could you?
No, sir.
And why is that, sir?
Once again, sir, my license was suspended.
Very well, I'm going to find you guilty of amended count of failure to display on that matter. And then, sir, I'm going to draw your attention back to, all right, let me draw your attention back to a more recent time on, what is this, is that September 1st, 2018? Or is that April 1st, 2018? Looks like September 1st, 2018. At around 2:45 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of 7 Mile and Parkside.
That was September 1st, Your Honor.
Remember that too? All right, good.
Yes,
All right, and you remember being pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and on that day, sir, you on that day, you were asked to provide a valid driver's license.
Yes, I was, Your Honor.
And you couldn't do so, could you, sir?
No, I couldn't, Your Honor.
And then why is that?
License was suspended at that time off.
I'm going to accept your plea to failure to display. With stipulation of probable cause, counselor, I'm going to dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
I'm going to fine you 240. So when can you pay, sir?
Your Honor, good question. I put up $1,000. I put up over $1,000 bond on these cases.
All right. So you want us to apply that bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
You got an ink pen on you, sir?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
I'm going to put a request in for the bond to be applied. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a number 313
313
965
965
5228.
5228.
Yes, and with that number, we can only request that the bond be applied. I'll have my clerk do that, but you have to call that number and let them know that you want that bond applied immediately.
Okay, will do.
If that doesn't work, sir, you probably be better off coming down if that doesn't work. And,
Okay.
and take care of that and ask them to apply that bond immediately. So, if there's nothing further, then if that'll conclude the matter today.
Okay.
You have a
Excuse me, I
very-
got one question. Like, when I call this number, would I need particular ticket numbers or referencing numbers to be able to get the people?
Well, I can write the numbers down, but I doubt it. Once my just have your first, middle, and last name, date of birth probably is all they'll need, because once
Okay.
she's gonna have time to input this all in the system. Because there's a lot of stuff, sir, but she'll input that all in the system, and then you should just be able to call and give me your name, and they'll have. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna waive the warrant fees, but you're gonna also be responsible for the reinstatement fees.
Yes, sir. Now, would that
Can't
be
hit that, but I'll waive warrant fees.
okay? Would the reinstatement fees also be able to come out of my bond?
Certainly. Well, it will take all the money that's in the bond, and apply it to whatever you have. If there's any money left over, then that bond will be mailed back to you, but don't wait on that anytime soon. It's gonna take over a month or more to get that bond money back. And if there's anything that the bond won't cover, you're gonna be expected to pay that, and then you'll get clearances then.
Okay.
All right, anything further, Mr. Lake?
Nothing at all. Thanks a lot, Your Honor. I appreciate your courtroom.
All right, very well. Have a great day. Hope you get better on that surgery too, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thanks, I appreciate you.
All right, Mr. Officer Bradfield, good morning again to you, sir.
Morning, Your Honor.
Let's talk about Mrs. Ocampo, Liliana.
Yes, Judge.
Shaking your head. You're shaking your head like I did, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Is there any help in Mrs. Ocampo, or is this going to end up in a situation where Mrs. Ocampo is just going to have to do the jail time and get the matter closed out like that? What's going on with her?
Well, we want to find out whether or not she's motivated to comply or not. It's totally dependent upon her.
She's already offered some excuses that I didn't even entertain to hear. I can allow her an opportunity to speak with Mr. Warbling in a breakout room if that will help her. But I got to say this, Mrs. Ocampo, you got one of the most understanding probation officers probably on the face of this earth.
Thank you.
And when he shakes his head like that, then it's just it doesn't. I'm just gonna allow it to go where it goes. But I already see that you were ordered to do some things, and it seemed like all you're ready to do today is provide excuses. So, you want to speak with the lawyer, ma'am, or do you want to just go ahead on with these proceedings today?
Let me speak to the lawyer.
All right. Put you in a breakout room. He's already there.
Okay. Thank you.
Join that room, ma'am. This is Martin Clifton Langford. I thought she was on the line earlier
I
today.
know.
Mr. Martin, he was on the line earlier today. I guess we were taking too long for him.
You'll call me back. That's gonna be one of my problems, John. Also, Your Honor, let's see. For this case here, it's not on the docket until the 12th, but the officer called, he said he's gonna be on furlough, and there is no objection from, Attorney Goss to have it adjourned to a different date after the 23rd of August.
Okay, so do we deal with that on the date? Is that better?
Nope,
What do we do?
we have enough time to notify, the defendant, I guess, let me see, the 12th. Should have enough time. Because he's not gonna be here anyway, you know, we be here the case on the 12th.
All right. Do you put it on the record or do you just put it in the system?
I just put it in the system. I have to call him and let him know.
You have his number?
Yeah, it's right here.
The defendant's number you have?
No, I don't. I have the officers. I told him I was gonna
Oh,
let you know first before I do anything.
okay. Well, you know, he's proactive in doing it. I also see that this is a Campo who's running on other charges that stem way back to 2014. Looks like maybe civil infraction. And, yeah, so she had to take care of that either. Let's read what this is Campbell's testimony. She just got on probation recently, right? She got on, not necessarily recently, she's had an opportunity to get some things done.
I'm just saying that.
She got on probation 319, I believe.
Right, I'm like, I remember her name.
3/9/2021.
That's probably one of the first ones I did.
Is it? Let me see that Mitchell LaGrone file, please.
Name sounds familiar.
That's my old client.
So what are you looking at that?
Well, we're gonna,
You can't even, you shouldn't even touch the file.
so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass the matter off to another. What you call it?
This is what you called me on the last time to get it adjourned to this thing?
No. Let's see. should have not been about seventh grade education.
She got a lot of kids too.
3 kids. No, 4 I guess. All right. We have, we're back on the record with Mrs. Lillian Ocampo. We have given Ms. Ocampo an opportunity to speak at length with Mr. Warbling. We have Officer Bradfield on the line, who is Mrs. Ocampo, who's been assigned Mrs. Ocampo's probation officer. I've had an opportunity to read the summary substance abuse assessment report. I generally, well, what I'll do is, first of all, I'm going to give Mr. Bradfield an opportunity to, he started to give us some understanding of his knowledge of what's going on, and then I'll give Mr. Warbling an opportunity to respond to that based on what we learned from Mrs. Ocampo, and then we'll proceed like that. So the floor is yours, Officer Bradfield.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant was placed on probation on March the 19th, 2021 for 12 months, operating while visibly impaired. She was assessed $790, and she was ordered to comply with the following conditions: random alcohol drug testing, no alcohol, attend AA 3 times a week for 6 months, outpatient treatment until released by a therapist, attend the victims impact panel, alcohol highway safety, view consequences. She had a review date of June the 21st, 2021, when she failed to appear in court. It was adjourned for today for review. And also, the order indicates complete GED. I've been communicating with Ms. Ocampo during this probation by Zoom, face-to-face, and by email. She was set up to do outpatient treatment in the city of Detroit. I gave her the referrals as well as for the AA. She was referred to EVA for alcohol highway safety level 1, as well as the victims impact, which is online. Ms. Ocampo was testing at Affordable Testing Service, ATS in Detroit. She did, she was failed to report for testing on April the 6th. On April 30th, she was negative. On May 11th of this year, she was positive, which is very concerning to me, for cocaine and methamphetamine. And that was her last test. She failed to test on June 3rd, as well as she failed to test on July the 7th. So Campo, we had a Zoom set up. She did appear. We met on Zoom on May 27th just to check in, see how she was doing. She indicated she was having some personal issues at home. She's not employed. We had another Zoom set up for June 4th, but she failed to appear. She has not shown any proof of GED. She has not shown any proof of the victims impact panel on highway safety, outpatient treatment. So she has not gotten off to the start that we would have liked. In regards to her money, she has not paid any money towards the $790. She indicates that she's not employed. She's receiving $500 a month in government assistance, and that has not been verified as well. That concludes my report, Your Honor.
Mr. Warbling, you want to respond?
From what I could gather, it seems like Miss Ocampo was not in a particularly stable situation, although I think that leading up to this, although I think she is now, but leading up to this, I think there were some things going on in her personal life that I don't know if she was giving me permission to share, but it was she was kind of in harm's way in a relationship. I'll leave it at that. I think that now has subsided, and a PPO is going to be put in place so that she can get on a solid ground to complete Your Honor's orders in this situation. She is taking care of 3 minors that are dependent on her. There's a 2-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 16-year-old. She is not working. And as Mr. Bradfield mentioned, is receiving government assistance. But she wants to get back on her feet and provide financially for them and to pay back this court's fines and costs. She's been on probation now. It's almost been 6 months. If Your Honor deems it proper, I mean, she does have some more time to get these things done. I think she will get these things done because I think that the toxicity, the toxic relationship she was in is behind her. And that was leading to a lot of problems.
Let me ask this question. When did your environment stabilize, Ms. Ocampo? You're on mute, ma'am. You're on mute. You have to unmute yourself.
Sorry. In this couple of days, I left that relationship. He hit me again. So I'm literally all bruised up. I'm done with the relationship. I'm ready to start my life over.
Cool.
So pretty much that's taken a toll. It's not an excuse, but it has taken a toll in my life. A lot. And I did talk to my probation officer about that.
Yes, you did, Judge.
It is an excuse, albeit a concerning excuse, a valid excuse. I'm not going to dismiss the fact that being in that type of toxic relationship, nobody should have to deal with that. If those allegations are true that you're saying, ma'am. So the court will recognize that as being something that's making it difficult for you to what am I trying to say? For you to complete your obligation. However, what's really concerning, and I'm glad that you're taking the steps to get out of that, and I hope that you continue to take those steps to get out of that relationship and you don't go back to that. Because again, nobody should have to deal with that. But what's particularly concerning is that it's one excuse, but and I understand that these are just allegations, but and they happen. You're entitled to a hearing on them as well, but there's a situation that I'm presenting with that's even more concerning to me, is that you fail your drug screenings and you're not showing up. So, and that there's more going on than just alcohol. If the allegations are true of the methamphetamine and the cocaine use, those are really what are particularly concerning to me. I mean, and in all of it, that is really no excuse there. If you're saying that unstable environment and the issue with your hopefully previously significant other is a reason why you couldn't go to the AA and you couldn't go to the outpatient and couldn't do the victims impact panel and couldn't do the alcohol highway safety class. That's no excuse for you to be testing positive for anything. And it's not. It's kind of more than likely that that would be part of the reason why you haven't done the other stuff that you need to be doing, along with being in the unstable. Well, the unstable environment encompasses it all, though. It's an unstable environment to be a victim of domestic violence, but it's also very unstable environment to be using those kind of hard drugs that's been alleged that you've been using. plus the alcohol. So I don't know how much getting the GED, or how far that will go with you. Being one of the orders that was ordered for you, I see that if this is correct, that you only have a 7th grade education. It would help to get a GED. That would show responsibility. It would give you an opportunity to open yourself up to more job opportunities and probably a better income level. But I don't know practically if that's something that is really going to be attainable in this situation. But certainly the victim's impact, the alcohol highway safety, the outpatient treatment, and the AA 3 times a week. Have you done any? Oh, you've already told me that you haven't done any AA classes. Is that right, Ms. Campbell?
Yes, sir.
So, you know, I'm really at a you know, the only thing that I can do as a judge, and the harshest thing I can do is send you to jail and get these matters closed out. I would rather not do that. I don't hear Mr. Bradfield making that recommendation to me. And quite frankly, the only thing that's going to do is separate you from your kids and probably cause a lot more turmoil in your life. But you have to understand that if there's no way to get you into compliance, you're not just going to go and just be able to not comply, do what you want to do, and not have to pay that debt to society. I'll tell you this, Mrs. Ocampo. I know your lawyer represented that you have 60 days. 6 months more to complete this before the probation is closed out. I'll tell you this, what I'm inclined to do is I'm inclined to make you review this matter every 2 weeks. And what I want to do is I want to keep a close eye on you, Ms. Ocampo, because I am disturbed about the drug use. Ma'am, do you have a drug problem, ma'am?
No, sir.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to review this case on August the 9th. That's going to be a review date. Mrs. Ocampo.
August the what?
August the 9th.
August the what? 9th. Hold on.
August the 9th. I'm going to review this case on August the 9th. Mrs. Ocampo, on August the 9th.
At what time?
It's going to be at 8:30 a.m.
What time?
It's going to be at 8:30 a.m., ma'am. And
okay.
What? No, I'm not done. I'm not done. Can you hear me? Can you hear me well?
Yes, you break
Can you
out
hear me?
subtly.
Can you hear me loud and clear, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. What I'm going to do, Officer Bradfield, how often does she have to test?
Just once a month, Your Honor.
Okay. We're going to increase that testing to once a week. Is there any way that we can, with Mrs. Ocampo's financial situation, is there any way that we can waive those fees so there's no excuse why she can't test?
I don't believe that agency, I spoke to somebody today over there at ATS. I don't believe they can do that for any defendants.
There's
So
gotta be
she's-
some kind of way that we can get her tested. Yeah, that's the ridiculous part about this whole thing. They got these private companies that offer both. Because I do understand. How much does it cost to test there?
It's about $15 per test.
Okay, Mrs. Ocampo, you're gonna be required to test twice, once a week. You're gonna have to come up and find $15 a week to test. At some point, I would, based on if you don't have
I
any.
mean, I can probably do it every 2 weeks.
No, you're not gonna, it's not,
That's why I
it's not
find a
a,
job.
no, you're not in a position to negotiate, ma'am. You understand that?
I know, sir, but.
You had your opportunity.
Okay.
You had your opportunity to take care of that, and you failed. I'm trying to offer some restraint, ma'am, and not sending you to jail and just closing this matter out with jail time. We can do that if you want to. I can order you 93 days in jail, and you can have this matter closed out.
No, I would not like that, sir.
All right, so you're gonna test once a week.
Okay.
Please don't come back with any positive test, ma'am, with any kind of illicit drugs or alcohol in your system. That's gonna be random, because if you, I will send you to jail. And then I want you to start the AA programs 3 times a week. And when you come back, I want you to have at least one of those classes done, a victim's impact class. So that's, I'm not done, ma'am. I want you to have at least the victim's impact class. And I want you to reach out to the outpatient therapists. In the 2 weeks, I don't know how practical it is for you to start that treatment. Are you talking to me, ma'am, or are you talking to someone else?
I'm sorry, my son is crying. That's why I'm trying to get his bottle.
Okay, all right. So I don't know how practical it is for you. Go ahead, Mr. Bradfield.
I'm sorry, George, I didn't mean to cut you off. She can call the Bureau of Substance Abuse. It's a 1-800 number. I would encourage her to call today. They're very busy, but as far as her getting in there and enrolling within 2 weeks, that may not be the case, but she can get a reference number. But she needs to jump on that as soon as possible. And probation would like to recommend intensive outpatient treatment due to her recent drug developments.
Okay.
Intensive outpatient.
I understand that. I'm not gonna go there yet. I'm gonna see if we can bring Mrs. Ocampo along, if she wants to come along the easy way or she wants to do it the hard way. Can you give her that 800 number?
Yes, Your Honor. Does she have a pen?
I'm gonna hurry up and get her back to her kids too. Go ahead, Officer Bradfield.
1-800 241.
Are you taking this number down, Mrs. Ocampo?
Yes, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Agárrate, hermano. I'm sorry.
No one needs to
What was the number?
apologize.
1-800 241
Uh-huh,
4949.
uh-huh.
1-800
What was the last number?
1-800-241 4949.
Okay.
Detroit
Okay, Mr.
Wayne Mental Health Authority.
What I want you to do with that number, I want you to reach out to them. I want to get a reference number and at least let me know you made contact with that agency and you set something up in motion. I want to see 6 AA meetings between now and August 9th. I want to have one of those classes done, and I want to have no positive tests. Is the test going to be positive today, ma'am, for anything? If I told you to test today?
No, sir.
All right. Well, we're going to give you that opportunity to do that. So we're gonna step this along every 2 weeks and make sure that you're in compliance. I'm not going to give you much leeway, ma'am. I want to try to help you get this behind you. But I'm not going to just let you run amok and do whatever you want to and not comply, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what the court is obligating you to do?
I couldn't hear you.
Do you understand what the court is obligating you to do, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right, you want to read that back or you know? Because I have it down here. Okay. Okay. Anything further, Mr. Warbling?
Not this time, Judge.
Anything further, Mr. Officer Bradfield?
Your Honor, if this at all possible, that could be August the 10th as opposed to 9th.
All right, you got an extra day, Mrs. Ocampo, August the 10th. You're going to Zoom back in at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
Good luck. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mr. Brad, can you please give me a call today?
Is your number still the same?
Hello? Yeah, no, it's a 367. You still have that number, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Please call me
Let
back.
me say this too, Mrs. Campbell, I
Thank you,
started
Your
to
Honor.
say that you have one of the more understanding probation officers that I've ever seen, and you do anything in the world to work with you to get you back on that level, but you have to be willing to do so. And that's another thing. You're asking him to call you. You're supposed to call him, but that's just an example of how understanding he is. All right?
Yeah.
All right. Anything further, Mrs. Ocampo?
No, sir.
All right. I wish you the best of luck. I hope that you comply because I don't want you to be the first person I send to jail. I know that's not going to be good for you or your kids, but you have an obligation, ma'am, and it's just going to be something that you have to take care of.
Not a problem. I will. I'll make sure I will get
We'll
everything
revisit
done.
this in 2 weeks at August 10th.
Thank
If
you,
there's no
Judge.
further questions, ma'am, you're free to leave.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
All right, you have a
Thank
good
you,
one,
Your
too.
Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Warbling. We're done today, this morning. Thank you for your
Thank you, Judge. Judge, I had an off-the-record question about a separate case. Is there time for that, or you want me to ask you another time, Judge?
Want to call the case or just want to ask a question about
Well,
it?
yeah, I have a private client, Judge, and does your staff do walk-ins? He owes quite a bit.
What's his name, Mr. Warbling?
Sure, his last name is Grigsby. It's Grigsby. And
What's his first name?
Keenan, which is Kennon.
You want Jermaine?
Yep, middle name Jermaine. That's exactly right, Judge. 10-589.
All right, let us call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Keenan Jermaine Grigsby, case number SP 1189727-1, SP 216038, counts 1 and counts 2, Z805482-1, 10-5-8-3-8-5-8-2, 15-4-3-6-1-1-2-1, 18-4-5-1-4-0-3, 1, 18-4-9-0-4-0-3-1. Appearances for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ben Werling, P6488 on behalf of Mr. Grigsby, Your Honor. Judge, we'd humbly and respectfully request any warrants be recalled. I know my client's, he's working very hard to try and get his license back, Judge.
You want to waive your client's appearance, Counselor?
If we can, yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to waive Mr. Grigsby's appearance. I'm going to set aside any warrants. I'm going to enter the not guilty plea on his behalf. And I am going to give you a, give me the date that you need, Counselor.
Your Honor, I didn't know if August 23rd worked for the court.
I think I'll be here, God willing.
Okay. Very good,
so
Judge.
Put a pretrial date of August 23rd, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. I'll put a $0 bond on the matter. And do you have an appearance file, Counselor?
Your Honor, let me. I do, Judge. I did file one back in November. So I'll refile that, Your Honor, with Miss Rudder.
All right. If it's nothing further, then we'll put a $0 bond warrant. And I mean, we'll put a $0 bond off your client, a $0 bond, personal bond.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, very much. If there's nothing further, Mr. Warbling, you have a great day.
You do the same, you and your staff. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Hey, Ben.
Yes.
Ben.
Hi, Dante.
Hey, call me so we can discuss your client, so we can have
I sure will.
He's got a lot of civil infractions too, Counselor, so.
He's got a different spelling too to his last name.
He's got a different spelling to his last name, so if there's some other outstanding matters, let's encompass those into this, waive those, we'll set aside any warrants on those, and we will enter the same not guilty plea and offer the same $0 personal bond.
Thanks.
So,
and I will reach out to Mr. Goss. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you got your work cut out for you for Mr. Grigsby, but
yeah,
I know you've been around the block, so.
Yeah, thank you so much.
What's the date?
Have a good one.
It's August 23rd at 8:30 a.m. All right, great. Have a good one. Thanks a lot.
You too.
We'll see you
Thank
next
you.
time.
Yeah, thank you.